Hello, Jen Gilchrist here. I am excited to be doing a weekly reading for the week of November 19th through 25th. For those of you here in the United States, it's Thanksgiving week. I cannot believe it, right? This will be interesting because Mercury across the globe has gone retrograde. We're now out of the Venus retrograde, which I'm curious how that was for you. You know, it was rather intense, but I don't know, I'm a Scorpio, so maybe I'm a transformational junkie, but I liked it. I felt really empowered, even though I cried a lot, and I did a lot of deep work, building up a long time coming. So we felt a palatable shift, I feel, moving into this Mercury retrograde now, which feels smoother. And I know Mercury retrograde is generally a time, like when I tuned into the energy ahead of time, you know, I felt a little bit of distraction, a little bit of hard time to focus. The energy felt a little kind of ungrounded, but I feel like this is a time to really, you know, it's retreat, it's reflect, it's release, it's kind of like all of that we've just been through, whatever insights or things that you worked on this past month or so, through that Venus retrograde, whether it's through love or through business or money or relationships. Now it's time to start to take, I feel like there's a fine line, right, between taking that grounded action and being in reflective state, even though Mercury is typically a very internal process. Doing a lot of journaling and writing, I feel, is definitely important too. Hey, Lori. Hey, say hello as you're hopping on. Love to see you guys all jumping on here. Share this out with your friends if you think that they would support them as well. But yeah, it's interesting that we're in a retrograde. I'm just bringing that to the forefront here as we're going to have a lot of family functions, right? Because there's a part of you that might want that internal alone time. So make sure you set yourself up for success as best you can. You know, give yourself that space you need, especially as the highly sensitive, empathic, intuitive people. We need to have that alone time to recharge. And so being stretched out into these family functions during this time is always kind of a call for us to have really good boundaries for ourselves and our needs in that process. But it's interesting with this retrograde, whatever, I'm not astrology, but I follow it. You know, something is also driving us to start to take action on those inspired ideas I feel we've gotten. And so it's kind of going to be this balance of masculine and feminine, I feel, but definitely do give yourself that space. Hey, Maurice, thanks for hopping on. All right, let's jump right in. I've got the Ascended Masters deck, a double deck here to start with. And I feel like, I don't know, Gabriel and Archangel Gabriel and the dolphins and mermaids might want to make an appearance. We'll see. But let's get started with this group reading today. I will be doing individual readings soon, so subscribe to following, getting notified with my Facebook Live so you can jump in on those individual readings. I know you guys really like them as well, and they're fun for me too. So let's take a look here. The first card is Artistic Expression, and it's Paul the Venetian. And, you know, you always see different things on the cards. Right now, the first couple of things that are coming to me is, you know, artistic expression, you know, whether you want to paint or, to me, I feel, you know, the journaling, the writing, doing something with your creativity, giving yourself an outlet to process. All of these things is going to be super essential. And it's about getting back to your creativity, you know, getting back. It's going to ignite your passion, and it's going to ignite inspired ideas even for your business if you're self-employed, like I know many of you are that follow me. So this is about allowing yourself for your own process to have some artistic expression, as well as connect with the journaling process, as well as art and all those types of things. But what else I just noticed that was really coming out for me is his hand is on his heart. First, I noticed the green necklace, which is heart chakra, the hand on the heart, and then the roses, which are symbolizing, you know, it's love. I'm really feeling that we're still processing out this Venus retrograde in our heart space, right? Whether you outwardly experience the manifestation of the turmoil or things being brought to your attention that was bubbling up, and sometimes in a, you know, not so fun way. But I feel like, you know, if you're conscious to it, then it's actually, it's all a good thing, but it's a lot on the heart. So whether it's to do with money, it's about receiving more. Whether it's about getting into your purpose work and be receiving money more for your gifts, whether it's in love relationships, getting to that space of unconditional love, by attracting that kind of soulmate, twin flame, high level love partner for yourself, but also with yourself, right? With yourself, with your spiritual support, with God, with your angels, all of that. So it really feels like there's still a heart chakra growth period happening. And so perhaps, you know, intuitive art is interesting. I haven't studied that really, but I think I do it. So you can have your intention, they're telling me right now, with what it is you're still processing or wanting clarity or wanting to kind of embody and integrate. And if you do like even just a coloring project, or, you know, keep it simple, keep it light, unless you want to, you know, do pottery or something else. But I'm feeling like I'm just seeing as simple as getting the crayons out, having your intention and work it out on paper. Just let your feelings kind of come out with the coloring. Feels like actually what's coming through in terms of processing and integrating some of the growth that just happened. Hey, Bex, good to see you. Okay, next card is yoga, Babaji. And I'm seeing 3 things that pop out right away. Of course, yoga. It's a pretty simple, I know sometimes these lights, straightforward message. But I also am seeing that as that internal time. Like for yoga it's great for exercise. It's great for opening your chakras and for spiritual awareness and just for your body, right? Our body holds our tension in our muscles. Our body holds onto stuck energy, stuck emotions, right? And so as we integrate this awarenesses and growth, it's got to come into the physical body. That's what I'm hearing right now, is both of these cards are helping you to integrate all of the stuff that just went through you, right? So you don't stay in your head in a mental or in awareness, you're embodying it. And so I'm also seeing his hand out of his heart. So I feel like there's a lot of heart healing. And also the 6th chakra. So it's like opening your 6th chakra. So if you had the nudge to do yoga directly, awesome. But also it feels like just gentle stretching, moving your body, giving yourself that meditative, quiet, contemplative space will be really awesome. But definitely something with moving the body, stretching the body, and yeah, aligning your chakras, all those things are coming up, and yoga can do that for you. That's one avenue. But it's definitely about opening your clairvoyant spaces, opening more spiritual sight, ability to see truth, to see intuition, to see truth, essentially, and your heart space. So awesome. It's amazing. I love it. This is a great validation. So it says you are seeing this situation accurately at Taurus, which is this eye, right? And I don't look at these ahead. I just pick them one at a time. But this is the validation that, because sometimes, when you're first having a shift, whether in your life or your business or just an intuitive thing, like for some of you, I feel like this might be just a direct, yes, trust your intuition. You're seeing this situation correctly. Trust that. And if there's an action to take action. Or if it's just that you were unclear, this is giving you that confirmation. But also it's that 6th chakra. It's this clairvoyant space. It's like using your ability to manifest and create through your vision, right? Creating this time to create and what it is you actually want to desire, seeing yourself doing it, journaling yourself doing it, like using those tools during this retrograde is a powerful time to really start to claim and stake it in there, right? Because when we up-level our vision, when we shift our vision, like I know my business is like there's shifts happening, right? Obviously big always happening, but I feel like big ones right now. It's important to integrate that fully. And so these practices are going to help you like ground that new belief in or ground that new mindset in. And so those are all important to pay attention to. I do want to pull one card from the Dolphins and one from Archangel Gabriel because they're kind of peeking out. Break free. So this kind of is going in hand with that. It says, try different ventures and experiences as a new way to grow and learn. So if you're having ideas and you're like, oh, but is that going to work? Or is that right? Or, you're kind of like second guessing yourself, trust your intuition and break free, try new things, right? Date the new idea. You don't have to marry the new niche if that's a full on change for you, but whatever it is, it could even just be stretching your comfort zone in your life, could be in dating and relationships and whatever it is, like just break free. And I love the dolphin energy. I knew they'd come through, right? All the playful, blissful, joyful, like they just live life from this inspired, excited place. And so allow yourself to explore those passions, allow yourself to give yourself permission to try something new and maybe outside of the box, because if you're like me, which you probably are, if you follow me, we kind of see life differently or we see things differently and we're not meant to do it like everybody else, especially in our businesses. Hey, Janelle, big, beautiful heart. Thank you. And thanks for the heart, guys. That's always fun. All right. And 2 from Archangel Gabriel, and then I think we'll wrap it up. Awesome. So a lot of you are getting this validation for next steps in the work of how to like take your business to the next level. And the first one is motivation. So you can call upon your angels, Archangel Gabriel, or whoever you're so inclined for motivation. So pray for guidance on how to increase your enthusiasm and focus on this project. And I think these first cards of the creative expression, the processing and trusting yourself and trying new things and giving yourself permission to stretch your comfort zone, connect with your passion, play with it, right? This is motivation. So if you're having trouble getting going, I'm also hearing taking good care of your body, of course, the self-care, the healthier food, you might, just noticing how you're feeling. Like sometimes we got to actually, push. I don't like to say the word push, but kind of in a sense, we have to be disciplined to choose to feel better. And sometimes that requires the sluggishness of getting the body going, even though if it doesn't sound fun to go to the gym or, do that in that moment, it will feel good after, right? You've never not felt great after a workout if you can just get through the energy to get there, right? So that's a breakthrough in and of itself, is to move through the resistance that you're feeling, right? And that's kind of where it requires you to look at the end of the day and say, well, how would I feel if I actually did this video? How would I feel if I actually took action on these ideas that I'm inspired to do, whether I know where the heck it's going or have the big picture or not? You'll feel good, right? And how will you feel if you don't? So sometimes you got to jump ahead and be like, well, how do I want to feel at the end of the day and what's actually serving me, right? Because otherwise we can get into this like, oh, I just got to pamper and self-care. That's not, the empaths, sometimes we can trick ourselves into thinking that, if something feels uncomfortable, then we think it's out of alignment or whatever, but really sometimes we're being called through the comfort zone stretch, which is kind of what I'm getting with this break free card. Okay, and then the next card is speaking and speeches. So that is exciting too. It says you have an important message to deliver to help others. And so this is, what I help people with a lot, is through their awakenings and aligning with their purpose work and really getting their unique story and message out in the world and kind of finding that clarity. So you can always reach out if you need help. I have a home study course that's really in depth. Actually, I ran it live, but I have it. If you need some support with that, let me know. But speeches and speaking is important. So this is like a validation. If you have this big vision, I know like many of the people like I do, it's like I see speaking on big stages and writing books and all these things. And I'm like, how the heck? And it just feels so big, right? So just start. If you have an idea for a workshop or a Facebook Live or a Facebook group or something, just try it. Just try it. Just share, write a blog, right? Start there. But really for a lot of you guys, it's taking it to the next level and moving through your visibility fears, which I know all about as well. super, super afraid to public speak. And it was a bit of a journey to do that, but very rewarding and very necessary and needed. And that's where your fulfillment, your abundance, your joy, your passion is going to be, is when you can, move through those fears and do it anyways, and really share on that larger scale. So I feel like some of you also for books, like I feel like this is going hand in hand, like you have a message, and Archangel Gabriel is the messenger angel. So she's here to help you. Some see he or she, is debatable, but I feel as a feminine energy is very creative, and it's an easy channel for me to tune into. So you can ask for that guidance and just start practicing the free of consciousness writing if you don't know what it's about, or even to help you ground the actual speech itself. And, sometimes it is time to actually reach out and get the help, because, there are strategies and ways that we need to also learn as well. So that's the basic message for today, guys. Thanks for joining me, and happy Thanksgiving for all of you here in the States. I hope you have wonderful, safe holidays with your family and your loved ones. I'm hosting my family. I think they're close to 25 people. So yeah, it'll be a busy week, but I've been doing that for like 15 years. It's just the group has gotten bigger, and so it's kind of always fun and important for me to take care of myself too. So anyways, that's just a reminder for the retrograde season and the holidays, is take care of you as well. And I will see you guys all soon. Bye.